so much for calling.
I'm just gonna start the podcast from here, so you can start.
Hey everybody, this is the Film Sharks Podcast, and we're coming to you live.
We got plants, we got lights, we got posters,
Got coffee, spilled it all over you.
I got clear piano, Gucci, Armani, tailor-made.
We're back.
I just watched that. I was just watching that the other day. The Green Hornet. What a movie.
I love that movie.
I think it's underrated. But I was just that very first scene with the. Oh man, I can't think of his name. James Franco.
I miss him.
Franco.
Where's he been?
He's
blacklisted.
Canceled. He's been blacklisted, man.
Canceled.
But we could do. It's our new podcast. Welcome. Two guys.
Have a plan.
One fern between two guys.
Oh, there you go. Between two ferns, one fern between two guys. That's great. That's great.
It's not that great. You can put it right there. I don't know if that looks good. Look at this great plant.
I love that plant.
Oh, it stabbed me a little bit. There's a little spike in there.
This is a new set for now, temporary for the meantime, because I destroyed our podcast table to make my computer
chopped
desk.
in half. It's over there by the window. Well, it's nowhere normal. The backdrop where we normally sit. Anyway, nobody cares. We have like 5 people listening. It's fine. 5 people watch this show.
No one cares. Anyway, we're back.
Wow.
Temporary setup.
Yeah. Temporarily set up. Okay.
Hope everybody's being safe with this Corona deal.
Yeah. I was going to
Crack
say.
open a cool one.
We talked about it a lot last week. I don't know if you ever ended up deciding to put that video up or not.
Oh, it didn't.
If you watched it.
That last it didn't record.
I know that, but I didn't know
so
if you were going to put like the first half. Anyway,
So
it doesn't
even the
matter. You
first
can go
half
back and
didn't
listen to the
record.
audio if you want. But I was going to say, I wasn't going to talk anything really more about the corona.
Yeah, I don't want to.
A virus, just because it's like, well, we're all hearing about it everywhere else, and everyone, it's the end of the world. So I was just going to be like, look, here's a safe place.
Welcome to our safe haven. We have a plant.
Yeah, we have a plant. It's a calming.
It's a nice color.
It's calming. It's not real, so maybe it's something.
It's real.
Oh, well, I mean, it's real. It's definitely here, so it's not imaginary. But I was just going to say, just so this is a place where you're not going to hear about all the terrible things that happen in the world.
Every time I get on social media, it's
Somewhat.
always like, we're dying. We're all dead.
I mean, that's
the
just
earth
what-
is screwed. We're
That's
dying
what
as we
news
speak.
is anymore.
I know, it's annoying.
Altogether, so.
And me, as someone who suffers from severe anxiety, social media is the devil right now for me.
Yeah. I don't understand that, but it's okay. Severe. Well, no, I have anxiety. I guess
I have severe
I guess I'm
anxiety.
blessed with just pretty good.
Normal.
I'm pretty good. I don't know if it's
Normal
I don't know if it's
anxiety.
normal because I think there's more people who have more anxiety issues than not. So I think
Probably.
I'm probably more the outlier. But maybe I do, and I just have no idea
Probably.
because I was told I'm stressed, but I don't feel stressed.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Anyway, So I don't know.
Hopefully you guys aren't anxious.
Hopefully you guys aren't too stressed. Anyway, my point was we're here to keep your mind off that kind of stuff and just be a place where you can just go during your isolation or whatever else you're going about doing.
See.
Hopefully we can bring that spark of light into the dark places. We did talk about the hurricane not too long ago, and someone sent in. I should have looked it up. Was it an email that we got?
Yeah, I can look it up real fast.
Well, anyway, it was just that kind of idea where someone's just going through something difficult and they have something to fall back on that really has nothing to do with what they're talking about, and they can just kind of let themselves, unwind. Just like this is a calming place.
For me, the internet is not a place to go get worried about things. It's almost like an escape from, like when I watch YouTube or I go listen to music, it's not to focus on what's happening outside of.
Right.
It's crazy some places, so you need a place to escape.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. I was just gonna say it was that same idea, and we never really.
That was a scary story. We should do that again. It was fun.
It's not how. Well, send in your scary stories for around Halloween sometime, and we'll do more.
What a long time away.
Or not. Well, I know, but you get them in, man. Like, you get 5 for, not 5 4. You get 5 through the rest of the year, and it's like perfect, right? Or whatever, 10 or whatever, however many we had. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be
talking.
It's the Film Sharks Podcast. Did we say that actually?
Yeah, we
You
said
that.
at the
Okay,
very
we talk
beginning.
about movies and TV shows and games and other stuff that we want to talk about. It's specifically actors today.
And how stupid they are. And what they do is stupid. And you're acting. No reason to do it the whole entire way.
Exactly. The crazy things actors do. The crazy things actors do together.
BuzzFeed article
What's
would be
with
like
actors?
10 things to prove that actors
10
are
crazy things.
kind of crazy in real life.
Or super hardcore. More hardcore than us.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit of news first. Nice cup, by the way. That's pretty cool.
Thanks. It's Kirsten's. I mean, I got it for
Good job,
Christmas,
Kirsten. Nice cup.
so- It's nice. It's very sleek. It's like a bullet.
Nice bullet.
I can talk about that. It's about viruses right now. It's not about shooting. So I
Okay,
can talk
sweet.
about a bullet. It's
Sweet.
fine.
That's
I got
good.
quiet for a second, so I didn't know if that's why you were like, oh my gosh, you said bullet online.
You want to do some news before we get into
It's
the
shaped
thing?
like it. Yes. And which is what I was doing, and I got
Let's look up some news.
slowed up.
Let's see what's on the news today.
I almost want to bring up all the different changes and all the things that have come to light from the bookification of the Rise of Skywalker.
What a nice
the
word.
novelization.
I do too. It's getting crazy, and actually, it's on Disney Plus right now. If you want to go watch it, I was thinking, but maybe we could do like
Is it
a
up
commentary.
now?
It's
on
up.
Disney Plus.
Yep. Onward is up there now too.
Yeah, but I thought you had to pay for Onward yet.
Maybe.
I think Onward is not yet because they're trying to eke out as much.
Eek.
We're trying to
eke
eke out as much money as you can because it's only been in there for like
2 weeks.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks. I don't know.
So I know that the Rise of Skywalker is on Disney Plus though. They released it early.
Yeah, I think they did, but I didn't know if it was on Disney. Anyway, the point was, but yeah, we should talk about all the releases because that's kind of cool and also kind of not cool.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm of two minds about it. So Universal was the first one to really come up with the idea, not come up with the idea, but really do it. You read the butthole controversy? The cat's butthole controversy? Sorry, he's got things scrolling up.
Sorry,
over
I have
so
the big
he's
screen. I'll pull it
distracting
down
me.
here until you're ready. I'll pull that up for later.
Oh my gosh.
What?
So creepy. Oh, it's not important.
Okay, sweet.
I'm just on Instagram to look at some of the new stuff I saved, and then I got distracted by a strange meme.
I love strange memes.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah,
Alright.
so a couple things have been released early on. Anyway, The Invisible Man and all these. Anyway, it's nice. Here's my thoughts on. Actually, what are your thoughts, Jesse?
I
I'll be
think
the kind
it's
person.
great. It gives people a reason to
Yeah.
stay home. Or something to do when they're home. Other than this
you mean
pandemic. going
other than
on.
the murderous virus.
No, I mean, people are locked in their house. This gives them something to do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a lot of companies are doing that where it's like, okay, this is free for the next 2 months, or this subscription or these things, and it's cool to have them released. Although, part of me is like, okay, this is cool, but is this going to hurt like theaters later on? Like,
That's
it's
what I'm
nice
worried
for
about.
now
Yeah.
because I can't go out and watch all these things. And Kirsten really wanted to see Emma. She
Yeah.
really likes the book, and she's
likes
all
Emma.
into that old. That's true. She does have a friend named Emma.
Yeah.
She's into the old. That's true. What do I say? The old English. That kind of. She loves any of the BBC, any of the old.
Any
English
I'm
stuff,
gonna
man.
find one that she doesn't like.
I mean, I'm sure there's one she doesn't like, but she loves that style.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway, so I was gonna take her to see that, and I was like, oh man,
Come on.
Corona. Corona. Not me.
It's
Corona.
Corona
I have no
time.
Corona, just to make sure.
I don't either yet. They did send 15 people home from work last
Because
week
they were
because they
sick?
were sick. One guy came in for 4 days with a fever of 104.
Gosh. Well, but
All I
that
gotta say
doesn't
is,
mean
what an idiot.
that doesn't mean Corona though.
I know.
That just means sick.
yeah, but it could
Flu
be.
season. It's still regular flu season in
It
general.
could be.
Flu has still killed more people so far. Just saying. But it does spread more rapidly
Yeah,
than regular
this
flu.
is
for
way
sure.
more rapid. Let's not talk about that, but
I
this is
said
great.
no. I said
This
we're
is-
not going to do it.
This is great
It's
for people
happening.
who have to stay home, though.
I like it, but I don't want to ruin the theater experience. It's fine. It's just notification. I don't think it gets recorded.
Was that in my ears or outside?
It's this.
Okay.
It's just running a... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. What was I... Oh, yeah. But anyway, I just hope it doesn't hurt theater in the future being like, oh, we can just make a profit by releasing these directly on the... or at the same time. Because if you do it at the same time, there's a competing thing. Because this is killing theaters right now.
Yes. Well, theaters
are losing money.
They're supposed to shut
Big
down.
time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they make the majority of their money from food sales.
Yes.
Now, because
Just
so
sad.
many of the companies are like, we require this.
I think
we
within
require this much of a percentage in your
personally,
sales.
within the next 10 years, I bet theaters are almost going to be obsolete. They're going to be rare.
I know, but I like the theater.
I love
like
the
theater going
but
experience.
My personal opinion is that's probably going to go away.
Yeah. I mean,
It's kind of sad.
Sure. For some people, for what it's becoming,
There'll still be theaters,
They don't
but I
like
think
it as
it'll be
much, but-
less. A lot less.
it'll become a novelty or something.
Yes.
Like, oh, let's go to the theme park. Let's go to the theater.
Probably.
I don't know, because I think you miss out a lot a lot when you're watching something on
At home.
little screen and your little headphones. I mean, it's good for some things. Sorry, plant. But, I don't know. It's a little worrisome, but it's cool for now. I like people pulling together, and these companies are still like, how do we make money off these movies?
Yeah.
I heard Wonder Woman was maybe going to be directly just released.
Possibly.
Like, not even go through any theaters, just be VOD.
I saw a headline. It was like Wonder Woman is coming out for now.
Oh, right, yeah, so far. But I think they're talking about possibly releasing it like that.
On to other news, though.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the butthole cut?
I wasn't
cats?
going to.
This
but
was started.
let's do
I
it.
saw this before it even blew up. Seth Rogen tweeted, "Where are the buttholes?" When he was live stream. He was watching Cats because people were like, "You have to see it," and he was live tweeting his reaction to it, and he says, "Where are the buttholes?"
That was my first thought.
Yeah, but Universal says no butthole cut. How do you feel about no butthole cut?
You're the butthole cut Universal.
Ah, got him.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, whatever. It's all a goof anyway. Might as
What
well.
a goof. What a gap.
Yeah, might as well put them on there. It'll make more money that way.
Probably.
It would totally. If you they're supposedly they're re-releasing it, updating the stuff. I doubt it now, but especially now. But if they were to, re-release it, come on.
I mean, do it.
You're already there. You want to make money?
Yeah, I mean, do it. Please.
I mean, all the cat. What's the fan name for the cat people? The cats.
Cats. I was gonna say
Cats,
furries.
Catsers. Oh, that's something else.
But that's totally different.
Well,
Also
the
just
furries
as
would
messed
love
up.
the furries would love that inclusion. So yeah, there's that. I don't know.
Let's see what else is in the news.
The 10 furries out there.
Furries are weird.
And I don't know enough about it, so I have no. Oh yeah, see. Oh, what says is not okay. So now Wonder Woman 1984 will not be going on the streaming supposedly. So there you go.
Joker almost released online, not in theaters due to backlash.
Not related to the coronavirus. So this is a back in time thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this was almost released. Oh, whatever. I don't care. That's ridiculous. And they would have lost $1 billion.
Trillion. $1 trillion.
$1 million. You know what's not? You know what's cool?
What's cool?
$1 billion per trillion.
Zillion
zillion
dollars.
$1 million.
So stay home and watch. Which one would you recommend? I want to watch Invisible Man. That's probably
Invisible
the one
Man.
I'm watching.
I've heard the most. I'm curious about The Hunt because so much controversy. I don't know why there's so much controversy about The Hunt. Why was people were like boycotting it? People I know were like boycotting it, and I was like, well, why are you boycotting this and not every single like Saw movie and you know what I mean? Like, what's worse about this movie than any other horror movie or action, whatever?
What do you think about?
I was just confused. Not that boycott what you want, but
yeah, it's kind of dumb.
I was just confused. I just had no idea, so I was like, okay.
So what else is in the news this week?
The only other one I could think of was the Star Wars news.
Yep, I was trying to say that for last,
but yeah, you can peek real fast. But I don't think there's anything. I don't think we need to
look. Ew.
They got Peter Pan and Wendy coming out on Disney Plus.
Oh, do you think it's
They're
funny?
redoing Peter Pan and Wendy.
Live action, probably.
Yeah, it's live action. I'm surprised they didn't call it Wendy and Pan or something. Dude,
Pan.
since like they're doing
just
the
Pan.
they're doing the whole flip flop. Wendy and Pan.
Oh, so
instead of Peter Pan and Wendy.
Gotcha.
Or like Wendy and Peter Pan.
Didn't they do a live action Peter Pan? It was just called Pan. And
Yes.
Hugh Jackman was
bald.
Hook?
He was Blackbeard.
Oh.
And Hook was weird. What's his name? Garrett Hedlund.
I love weird
Gareth Hedlund. The Tron guy.
Sure.
It is him. But he was like Han Solo or something. People were talking about, and they were singing. Teen Smells Like Teen Spirit, but they were all like, it was like pirates. It was like a chain gang version. Yeah, they're all pirates and they're like slaving children, and somehow he learns to fly, enslaving children.
Sounds like a
not
real
in a gross
fun
way,
movie.
man.
Sounds like
it did
a
not
real
do well.
fun movie.
Rooney Mara was Tiger Lily, so yeah.
That's about it, bro. You want to talk about the big story though? The one I'm excited
Well,
for?
okay. Again, this is just a rumor, really, because it's not been confirmed.
I think it has been confirmed.
No, I don't think it has been.
Let's
confirmed.
find out.
I don't think it has been confirmed.
Let's find out. Because I think it has now. Let's look
I
up
will find it before you.
Star Wars. Nope. Nope. Let's see. Brie
Everything I've
Larson
seen
reportedly eyed for Mara Jade after passing on Ahsoka Tano. Yeah, that one's fake. No one picks Brie Larson for Ahsoka Tano.
Nobody,
if you do,
also,
I will not watch that.
Nobody passes on Ahsoka Tano. I mean, come on. Come on. It's reported, as far as I can tell. As 13 hours ago, it's still only reportedly cast as Ahsoka
Wow.
Tano. Rosario Dawson reportedly cast as Ahsoka Tano in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
That's awesome. I am so excited. Ahsoka is probably one of the best characters come out of the Clone Wars. Started off awful, but ended up amazing.
I'm trying to recall.
And she's back.
Does that make sense? Doesn't she die in Rebels?
No.
Or does she like seemingly die or something?
She's in the end too.
I never watched the 3rd season. Should I watch
Spoiler
it?
alert for I finished
the
it.
3rd season.
It's
of
pretty
Rebels?
good. Do you want me to?
I started watching it, I just didn't get to it.
Spoiler alert.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, we know. Okay,
I
so
know
Darth Vader and her fight. And
That was not in
Ezra. So
No, okay, she thinks she dies at the end of 2.
yeah,
That's
she
what
gets
it was.
pulled through the what's it called?
I don't know. The Force.
The world of worlds or whatnot. It's the world between worlds where you can go. It's like a portal.
Force
thing.
place.
It's weird.
Something
But
like that.
he
It's been a
pulls
while.
her through that to escape fighting Darth Vader from dying. And then
Okay.
at the end of Rebels, she shows up to take. I can't remember her name.
Which one? The pilot?
The pilot girl. Take her off to like somewhere because
I know
she
she's a
showed up and
Twi'lek.
she like showed up in like all these white robes and staff. Ahsoka did, and they took off on a ship. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because this is going to have to be at least 5 years after Return.
Yes.
Or Jedi, I guess.
Yes.
As it's more often
I'm
referred
so
to.
excited. That casting is actually really good too.
It's pretty good. I mean, she's supposed to be about 45 at this point, so that's about right.
Pretty,
That's about right.
pretty good. It's gonna be weird to see her live action. I know, like the Twi'leks, like those.
Well, she's not Twi'lek,
But those the headpiece, they can look really bad if they're done poorly.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm worried about.
There was that one in The Mandalorian. It looked pretty good.
I don't remember which one.
The one
which
where they're
was
in the
that?
prison ship.
Ooh.
There was the two guys, or there was the one guy and then the sister.
They didn't have that one, did they? No, they had the Twi'lek ones are the.
Well, I'm talking about like Ahsoka's kind of like that.
Yeah,
That can look really bad.
She's like that. Okay, but I guess they did it with in the prequels. What's her name? Shakti. She looked good.
It looked pretty good, but
you don't see it very often either.
It can look really bad.
I'm a little worried with it being a prominent character.
They'll make it look good. It's The Mandalorian. I mean, that series looks amazing. So
I've never
they'll make
thought
look
about
good.
it, but how does that thing work? Are they horns? Are they like rubbery? Are they like skin-like?
I would be guessing that they're like skin-like.
Well, the bottom ones have to be, but are the top ones?
top ones would be
Horn-like?
like horns. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but
Okay, well, anyway. Oh, yeah, Brie Larson.
here's her species.
How is they... What are they going to do with Mara Jade?
Tagruta?
Tagruta.
That's her species.
Tagruta. I don't know. Cool, okay, whatever.
82 years lifespan.
That's about normal.
Yada, yada, yada.
Is Ahsoka
Wait,
a
why
human?
does Ahsoka wear it? What
the-
does... Okay, it's a headdress and
This
a
is
mark,
a
of great triangle piece of teeth. Gained in a single
cool.
head. Defeated a problem. That doesn't help me.
Well, so
Is
is
not-
it
is it
actually
not-
something they wear then?
I think it might just be a headpiece. I bet she has hair underneath that.
That would be weird. But you never see one without it. Or it just looks like someone else.
But she's got like teeth on it here.
I always
This
thought
is
it was
very interesting. This is like, this is crazy for me.
I always thought it was just an outgrowth,
orange
something
creature.
like horns or something. Welcome to the Star
But then
Wars.
this doesn't make sense. I feel like that is on her head because I've seen like, even when I go back here, you see like baby ones.
Yeah, the baby ones have it. So I feel like it has to be some kind of growth.
Probably.
It's like a head. It's her version of hair.
The headpiece, like, see how there's like teeth on, like right here. Watch. See like the teeth.
Yeah.
So I guess those are things that you add, but the headpiece.
Right. Well, it's just like if you wear something in your hair or something, right?
It's very interesting because I've never really thought about it. When you sit down and think about it,
I was looking at it and I was like, should I be uncomfortable
what?
by this, or is it kind of just like horns? Who knows? Yeah. So I'll have to catch up on. Ooh.
Oh, here's the end of Rebels. She's like in a white robe and she shows up at the end. It's pretty sweet.
I'll have to finish up Rebels.
Good stuff, bro.
I couldn't decide because I like the ending a lot. I liked season 2 a lot.
Rebels?
Yeah.
I don't like Rebels that much.
I like
don't
some
like
of the
style
episodes.
of it.
Maybe it's whatever, but anyway, forget about it.
Anyway,
That's what it is. She's reportedly cast. I don't think it's official yet,
that's great news.
as far as I can see.
Hey, that's great news.
I like Rosario Dawson.
I'm gonna look at all the things
Rosario
I sent
Dawson.
you because there might be more.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I think
That's the only way I know what's happened.
You've sent
and
me things.
I just look at what I've sent you. Because like if I see something
slowed
interesting,
down.
I just go ahead and look and be like, oh, I sent that to him.
you have sent that to me.
What else we got?
I think that's. I think it's break time. Or
Let me scroll. I sent you Pixar. Scarif is coming out this week on Battlefront 2.
Scarif. Yeah. So for anyone who still
Pretty
cares about,
sweet. I'm so pumped.
we need to play though for sure. I can play probably tomorrow for sure.
Here we
maybe
go.
tonight.
Taika Waititi to write, direct 2 episodes animated series on the works of Roald Dahl. First
Yes.
is based on the world of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the second one is based on the Oompa Loompas.
This is also the
That
world
build
of Charlie
their
and
world.
Chocolate Factory.
So one's about Charlie and one's about the Oompa Loompas. Cool.
Yes. Yeah. So whatever. I don't know what the Oompa Loompas have to fill in a whole movie.
I'll watch
but,
anything that guy makes though, so
I mean, if it's just 2 Oompa Loompas sitting on a log talking,
I'll watch it.
If it's, you know what I mean,
I'll still watch
and
it.
he's directing it, I'll watch that.
I'll still watch it.
Especially if they have New Zealand accents. New Zealand accents.
Anyway, we're going to go to a quick break, and we will be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Right, we just sponsor. We have no other
One sponsor
sponsors
yet, but we will if you want. Just give us money.
We can be sponsored by individuals too. I don't care.
If you just want us to, if you want to say like, "Yo, I'll sponsor you," and not even pay us, that's cool. We'll shout you out.
Not so much of a sponsorship though. You can just ask for a shout out.
Yeah.
That'd be more likely. But you can, if you felt so inclined, you can go and donate
On Anchor.
Anchor
And send us
at the Film Sharks. Anchor.
a question via
You can do a voice message.
a voice message, and we can play it live on the show.
I mean, I think
Do
you can
that,
in other,
please.
like on Facebook messengers and stuff. But
Yeah, but it'd be way cooler if you just did
do
it.
whatever you want. I don't care. You don't have to do anything. But thanks for listening. Anyway, it's
Break
not the
time.
end. It's break time.
I don't like Saturday Night Live. I think it's dumb.
Yeah. Okay, boomers.
It's so like cringy.
It's not good anymore.
It's just so cringy. I think the best time for.
I mean, sometimes they'll put out every now and then they'll put out a good one, but that's just a
that
luck.
was like 10 years ago.
That's just
10 years ago it was like okay. Like Steve Carell ones were always funny. The one with him and Justin Timberlake, where they have like fake arms. That's Jimmy Fallon.
That's not Jimmy Fallon. Look, everything.
Saturday Night Live sucks.
Saturday Night Live, late night shows. A lot of those things are just kind of like. I don't know. Joe Rogan, that type of thing is really. That's really more of the new late night show anyway. Minus they've all become sketchy and just like all about games and stuff. And it's like just make it.
They're
games with celebrities.
They're copying YouTubers.
Yeah, and
it's to the point where it's getting ridiculous.
They even hired a YouTuber to be a late night show host. What's her name?
Oh, that was awful.
I didn't watch it. I just know
it
was. I just heard it.
Everyone's saying that it's really awful, and I never really
because they're trying to force her to be
something sings or something.
Yeah, she's Indian, but
I dropped that.
I dropped that.
Listen to this on half speed, and it's the funniest thing ever. Apparently,
if any podcast,
ours especially, we sound super high.
It's because we're just stumbling and stuttering through everything we say.
That one, because Joe Rogan, like
they're not as bad. Weekly Planet's funny too, but
the one with Alex Jones especially is hilarious on half speed. Anyway.
Try it. Listen to your podcast on half speed.
Listen.
If you want a good time.
I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded. All right, I'm kind of retarded.
Anyway.
I'm trying to do this. They put the water in the water in the water. The frickin' frog's gay.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah.
I gotta be honest. I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded.
That's a great. His little t-shirt, his NASA t-shirt. I don't know why. It's all just kind of like goes together and nicely. Yeah. So actors
do a bunch of dumb things.
They're crazy people.
Yes.
I mean, for real, actors. If you can pretend to be someone else so convincingly for that long of a time, I mean, it's off and on, but unless you're Daniel Day-Lewis, for that long of a time, and not get like some kind of mental thing, or gets, there's something wrong with you. Obviously, that's why a lot of celebrities are very self-important, I suppose. I feel like because they get that idea about themselves, which is why they always like to give them the nice little speeches.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, okay, all right.
But some people go a little too far. To me, something that's really talented is when you can just turn it on and off.
Yeah. I think
you
that's
don't have to go
right.
like some of these people go years preparing for this role.
Right.
I was born to play this.
Well, you talk about someone like Daniel Day-Lewis versus someone who, I don't have an example, but someone who can just like, right?
Click.
I'm trying to think of somebody because I was thinking of someone recently that they were talking.
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I've noticed him. He's become a great actor.
He was always a great actor, but yeah,
I watched him behind the scenes and like
he's not a comedy actor anymore.
Like 1 second he's like turns it off and he's all funny, and then he turns it on. He's serious.
I'd like to see the Foxcatcher, see him do that.
Oh,
like from scene to scene.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I think you're right. I think sometimes we get the idea of like, oh my gosh, he was Abraham Lincoln for 6 months. He didn't wear anything that wasn't. He
is Abraham Lincoln.
He became Abraham Lincoln. Versus a guy who's amazing but can turn it off and be someone totally different right when you say cut, right? I think that almost takes more talent because if you stay in the same mindset, it's easier. But, Anyway, so we're just gonna go through however long we want to because there's really just an infinite list of things that actors do to get into the crazy things actors do to get into the characters or for their roles.
What you got? You go first.
I got a couple different things.
We're just doing it off the fly.
I've got a couple. I'm trying to decide on if I want to go small or if I want to go bigger.
Smaller, bigger.
Because I've got a couple of them where it's just like they do this, and this.
There's the big ones that we all know about. Let's do some smaller ones first. Actually, let's do the big ones first. Actually, I don't care.
Well, or we could go individual people too. Let's talk about Shia LaBeouf actually. Shia the Beef. supposedly that's what it means. And
Is this for the movie Fury?
it is for the movie Fury, Jesse.
Wow.
I like Shia LaBeouf.
I
but he
think
can
Shia LaBeouf is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, I loved him on the Hot Ones.
That was the
That was a
best.
great
He
one.
was like, it made him seem way more like a normal person when just seeing him talk like that and Peanut Butter Falcon. I'm just like, you know what? You're
I like
probably
that
one of my
better
favorite actor.
I didn't talk about it, but I like that one better than Honey Boy, I think. Honey Boy's good, but
Honey Boy's good.
it's more of like a acting movie.
Honey Boy's sad.
It is sad.
It's
but
very sad.
I don't care. I don't love the kid actor they got.
I don't either.
He's also in Ford versus Ferrari and a couple
He's
other
also
things.
in.
And I'm kind of like,
what was that one? Manchester by the Sea.
is that him?
That's him.
No. That's him. No, I'm talking about the younger kid. I don't love that older kid either, for that
okay.
matter. But the kid, I don't know. He's like the same age as me.
Kid.
But that kid.
Kids these days.
That kid. Whatever. I don't know where that voice came from. That's my smoker voice. Hey, kid. Okay, I'm done. Shia LaBeouf in Fury, though. Yeah. So, a couple different things, right? He did these things on his own, right? And he's got these cuts and stuff on his face.
Yes.
So, usually in makeup, they'll like keep doing that. They'll take a picture of you after they do them, so they can recreate it every single take and every single time, new take. Well, he did his own makeup, and by doing his own makeup, I mean he actually literally cut his face.
Nice.
And he kept giving himself the cuts. He kept opening them up every time, every time they start to close up or whatever. Yeah. To make it look more realistic, right?
I was told that he also pulled one of his front teeth out.
Yeah. So you
is
probably
nice.
see that too. I assume they got that fixed. How do you get, do you go
I think he got
someone else does that too.
Let's find
I'm
out.
thinking Robert De Niro.
Probably.
I think he went to the dentist and maybe it was Robert De Niro, but someone might talk about it. I don't know. But he had them like mess up his teeth, and then after the shoot, he went back and had them fix his teeth again, which is crazy. But there you go. So he pulls out his teeth. I don't know if he did that himself. I mean, he's a consummate actor, so if he didn't do it, it's not very realistic.
True.
So what are you doing, Shia LaBeouf? Pull out your own freaking teeth for your own roles if you didn't do it. So anyway. Yeah, cuts his face, pulled out his teeth. He became a Christian in terms of like he got baptized and stuff. Obviously, his character is like this Christian guy.
Yeah. He's like a priest or something.
Well, yeah, like a preacher or something. I don't know. But yeah. Brad Pitt says, "I love this boy. He's one of the best actors I've ever seen. He's full on committed, man.
Let's see.
He's living it like no one else."
Along with cutting his face, Logan Lerman noted that Shia LaBeouf also had a dentist remove one of his front teeth for the World War II film.
Well, there you go, man.
What an actor!
There you go. I feel like this list would not be complete if we didn't talk about Christian Bale.
That was amazing.
Why?
The silence made that so much.
It's like, do I react? Do I just ignore it?
I knew you weren't gonna react, so I was just like, keep a straight face. Keep a straight face.
I was trying to see if you weren't even paying attention.
It reminds me of
it's like Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise, where they're just
Why?
he's like laughing super hard, and a little fart comes out, and it's just silence. He's like, oh, that was great. Anyway, yeah, Christian Bale, he's skinny.
Yeah, he gets skinny for the machinist.
See them bones.
I think the way you know how skinny he got was his butt lost his elasticity. So his butt just started sagging. So like literally he was saying, I don't know if it's him, but I heard some talking about it. But basically it was like when your body starts losing that, your skin has like elastin is what it's called or whatever. And it, obviously it keeps things firm and taut.
Nice.
And he started to lose that because he was just so malnourished. Essentially, it didn't have any, not eating enough food.
I'll read this short.
He was trying to get down. Sorry, he was trying to get down to 99 pounds or something like that. So something.
Jeez Louise, man.
He's not a small guy necessarily either. So
He's not a smart guy either, if you ask me.
So yeah,
Or maybe he's a genius.
yeah, he plays Trevor Resnick. I've never actually seen this movie. I kept almost always watching it, and I never got around to seeing it.
I just don't care.
But I've heard it's pretty good. I'll probably watch it.
Bale
eventually.
famously shed 60 pounds for his part as Trevor, the individual who suffered from insomnia in the 2004 film The Machinist. I always say the mechanic.
No,
It's not it.
It's not it.
Speaking to The Guardian earlier this year, the star took a look back at his preparation for the role, calling it an amazing experience. Now, was that when you're? This is quote. When you're so skinny that you could hardly walk up a flight of stairs, you're like this being
Of light. No,
pure thought. He told the outlet.
well, that makes sense, I guess.
It's like you've abandoned your body. Jeez. That's the most zen-like state I've ever been in my life, Bale admitted. 2 hours of sleep, reading a book for 10 hours straight without stopping. Unbelievable. You can rile me up. No roller coaster of emotion. As soon as I start putting the food back in my stomach, the roller coaster comes back. Now that sounds awful to me, personally. To tell me that the most zen-like you've ever been is when you're starved to death and you can't walk up a flight of stairs and you read a book for 10 hours straight.
I guess I get what he's saying.
That sounds like you're like in prison. Like if
Your
you're
body.
in prison
Your
and
body
you
is
literally
your
just
prison.
reading a book, it's like you're trapped somewhere.
You don't want to
can't
just
eat.
sit and read a book, Jesse?
Not for 10 hours. I don't want to do anything for 10 hours.
I can't do anything for 10 hours, man.
Except work. Oh,
man. Just trying to find like an actual like timeline of his body transformation, because before that he did like American Psycho, where he's very fit in that.
dude, he's a beefcake in that one.
Yes.
He's got he's got abs on his abs. American Psycho is a great movie, by the way.
It's I think it's well known to be a good movie, but it's very strange.
I love that movie. Jared Leto dies in that movie.
He gets hacked
Great
up,
movie.
man.
Great movie.
Batman kills the Joker.
Great movie.
My favorite movie.
Jared Leto dies. That's my favorite movie.
Great movie. So American Psycho, he's pretty fit in there, and then Reign of Fire, he's pretty fit. He's got a little more, and then he goes to The Machinist, which obviously
drops
60 pounds.
I know the Terminator's
next. That's probably the
next.
thinnest he's been. No, because then he's got to gain like I don't know,
he has
80
to gain
pounds
all
more for Batman Begins.
Yeah.
And then he gets too thick and like too buff, and Christopher Nolan's like, can you lose some weight? A little bit. So he had to drop a little bit more.
No. I've literally, to be able to do that, that's an achievement of its own. Not the
Have you
acting.
seen my last movie? I'm pretty sure I can lose the weight.
Christian, no one saw that
No
last
one.
movie. No one saw your last movie, so.
Yeah, nobody watched that. So yeah, I thought that was funny because he like gains a bunch. He gets very bulky, and they're like, "Yeah, can you trim that down a little bit?" I think he just lost like fat mainly. So, but yeah. So there's that. He's pretty steady for a while, and then you get to like American Hustle. No, yes.
American Hustle is where he gained a lot of weight.
What's
Got
first?
chubby.
The Fighter. Is it the Fighter, or is it American Hustle first?
The fighter.
The Fighter.
The fighter. The fighter.
The Fire.
The fighter. The fighter.
Fight who? I don't want to fight her. I barely know her.
I was waiting for a good time for that. That's gonna be our new favorite soundbite. Just saying.
Stop. I can see you over there. I see it when you get ready.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Fighter, then he drops a bunch of weight again. He gets very thin, very gangly. And then
American
Hustle
overweight.
might be his.
Dick Cheney was the.
Yeah, that one comes up. Yeah, it might be that. Might be his thickest. Anyway, he gets very thick. He gets the nice belly in American Hustle. It's not that nice
Nice
but
belly.
he flaunts it proudly.
I just remember him like wearing a robe and his stomach. hanging out. I was like, "You're not the same anymore. You were in Batman.
You were Batman." But it's back and forth too, because I guess that was right after Batman the Dark Knight Rises, 2013. So gains a bunch of weight. Then he does the Dick Cheney, which is also very heavy, but he also had some prosthetics on there. And I think recently he's actually talked about like how he's probably not going to be doing that anymore as he's getting older and he's probably destroying his body.
Probably
has destroyed his body so far. I don't know. Out of the body changes, I think that's what he's known for the most. Like some actors will do that, but not to at least not to the well-known lengths that he has done it. So we're gonna go from Batman to Joker a little bit.
Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Nice. Let's do that.
It's not that like strange.
It's not.
Maybe it's just very. Maybe it's just very. What's the word I want? Drastic of a move.
Yeah.
But I feel like for a character as the Joker, I feel like you need to do something crazy. So Heath Ledger accepts the role as the Joker, and of course he wants to make the character his own. Yeah, and I think at this point, you only had really 3, if you want to throw in Cesar Romero as Joker, but 3 really well-known Jokers. And at this point, I mean, maybe it's a bigger thing for Joaquin Phoenix to have taken it with this many iconic,
Joaquin.
even with 2 more after that. But anyway, so he's like, I gotta make this thing my own. I gotta do this my own thing. And so what's he do? What's he do? Ugh, man.
He locks himself up.
Yeah, right. So he goes into isolation. He gets like a notebook or whatever.
Do you want me to read an excerpt?
Sure, I was going to.
Heath Ledger, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, you go ahead first.
In order to prepare for his turn as the Joker, Christopher Nolan, blah, 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 blah. I sat around in a hotel room in London for about a month, locked myself away, formed a little diary, and experimented with voices. It was important to try to find somewhat iconic voice and laugh.
Yes.
End quote.
I feel like that's maybe the most important thing as far as Joker goes.
The voice.
The voice and especially the laugh.
You know what?
Not the most important, but
back to my favorite actor ever, Jared Leto. Best Joker laugh I've ever heard. I'm just like, dude, you sound like you're dying. It sounds like you're like choking something.
I mean, to be fair, he took it in a different direction, man.
Jared Leto sucks.
What do you do? You can't beat Mark Hamill's laugh.
I gotta look up something because I gotta show you.
You gotta just make it. You gotta come up with something else, right? Yes, I don't know.
Sure.
Joaquin Phoenix had his own thing where it was like a medical issue, which I liked, or a psychological thing, where he would laugh under stressful situations, which I like that idea. It made more sense, or not more sense, but it added a nice dynamic. As in, why is this guy laughing? It's for no good reason. Well, now you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of what went on with his death was affected by this, or like how much of it was part of, becoming the Joker, playing the Joker. Mm-hmm. And so I don't like to be like, well, he went down into a deep depressive hole, and he took too many drugs and drank, or he took sleeping pills and drank, and whatever, overdosed, and that's why he did it, because the Joker killed him. Or like the Curse of the Dark Knight, which everyone was talking about, because all these bad things were happening, like after it finished or during or something. So you can look that up. I guess we can talk about that another time. Curse. I wrote for an idea down was cursed movie productions, where it was not cursed, but you know what I mean. Like all these things happen, and it seemed like it was never going to happen.
I can tell you one right now. It's New Mutants. I don't think that movie's ever coming out.
I was just like, now that the coronavirus has happened, just release it on Disney Plus.
They said no.
Hulu.
They said no.
Why, are you freaking an idiot? It's never going to be released. Just release it. This is the 3rd or 4th, 5th time that's been delayed. I mean, put it out there for $20.
Nah.
I don't know. Just saying.
Nah.
I don't know what they're thinking. Why that over, like Onward or something? I don't know. I guess they're pushing all of them. But if it gets bad enough, I bet they will release it. Yeah. It's always a very personal process in terms of how you land in the character's shoes, so to speak. It's a combination of reading all the comic books I could and the script, then just really closing my eyes and meditating on it.
Nice.
Well, there you go. So maybe that's not crazy, but it's a little.
I got something
intense.
saved that we have to talk about later. Since
Was
we were
that why
talking
you were
about
being
Jared
quiet?
Leto. Yeah.
Oh.
I had to pull it up. Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know if we should interrupt what we're talking about now, but
I mean, it's whatever, man.
it's up to you.
It's whatever, man.
If you want me to pull it up, I can.
You can talk about it if you want.
Jared Leto was in the desert for a long time.
12 days.
And he had no idea what was going on.
And then, then he went right back into isolation.
For one thing that was more interesting than him being isolated is the actual festival he's going to. Or not festival, it's like a getaway.
It was like in the desert or something, right?
It's ridiculous. It's called Mars Island, which is 30 seconds to Mars. They go in isolation in the middle of the desert. And you can go along if you want to buy a ticket.
How much are the tickets?
Okay, so the packages. Let's look them up. Here we go.
Mars Island packages. Ooh.
Stargazer package. One payment of $1,600 or 6 payments of $274.
That's not so bad.
Okay, that's for one night, I think.
Jeez,
oh,
Pete.
that's 3 nights. These are all 3 nights.
Is he still doing the
VIP package is $7,000. Oh, we can. Oh, there we go.
We should go to this, man.
Let's look at the package.
Podcast
Let's
about
look at what this includes. Oh, you go camping. I love spending $1,600 to camp with Jared Leto.
It's a nice tent.
I wonder if he's gonna sleep with me.
I wish I had
3
to
nights,
do it.
all-inclusive festival, including 2 full-length concerts by 30. Okay, I don't want to see one concert. Why would I have to sit through 2 of
30
them?
Seconds to Mars has some good music. Or they did. I haven't
Name
listened to
one
it for a
song.
while.
I can only think of one. I don't even know the name of it.
It's a Beautiful Lie.
I don't know that one.
That's like their first album was the best one, I think. But
30 Seconds to Mars, as well as community and wellness-focused activities. Stay in air-conditioned bell tents that accommodate 4 guests.
listen, the reason that this costs so much is those tents are freaking expensive to rent, man.
They're pretty cool looking.
They're
to be
awesome,
honest.
but tents are very expensive. Take it from somebody who who's putting on a wedding outside, or
Yes.
wanted it to be mostly outside, which didn't end up being the reception, but the first part was. But anyway, tents are expensive, man. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Nice.
anyway, that's where all that money's going. It's the tents.
I'm gonna look at the most expensive.
It's intense.
Let's see what happens with the. Oh, it's the day. Oh my gosh, the Daydreamer package.
Oh,
So cool. For almost 8,000. Oh, let's say with taxes, because
gosh.
if you pay this much, it's probably gonna go up to 8,000 to 9,000. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Luxury awaits. Luxury awaits on the island of the Daydreamer package. So this one's, I'm guessing, kind of like on a beach. I see water.
I thought it was in an. Yeah, I was thinking it was in the desert. They made it
kinda-
sound like that, but maybe I just imagined that being a.
Anyway, if you guys want to go hang out with Jared Leto, this is the full concert. You don't even get to meet. Oh, here we go.
You gotta meet.
You got to
him.
be able
There's
to meet
no
him.
way.
VIP activities. Early entry into the island. Prior entry to band activities. VIP activities with Jared Leto. Let's go. We can go hang out with Jared Leto.
Bartholomew
and
Cubbins.
I can go talk to him about like the Joker. Be like, so where'd you come up with his laugh, man? Can you do the Joker laugh?
Did you like isolate yourself out here with all your fans and to come up with the Joker laugh and voice?
Bartholomew Cubbins limited edition print. I don't know what that is. Sound check.
Great.
You get to do their sound check for them.
the sound check, or you get to be there for the sound check.
No, you get to go and you have to do the sound check for them.
Not the time for it. Not the time.
Exclusive
He
VIP.
looked so seriously at me for a second. I was like,
exclusive
laugh, darn you.
VIP merchandise.
laugh at this
Unsigned.
fart
It's not
noise.
even signed.
Well, the Bartholomew Cubbins one is.
No, exclusive
it's not.
VIP merch, not signed. You don't even get that signed.
Well, you get that when you go to the hangout with the VIP hangout with Jared Leto.
All right, we have enough of stupid Jared Leto. Go back in the desert and die in a hole.
Oh my gosh, not that much. I don't hate you that much.
I just think you're
obnoxious.
Good
in some things.
You're just obnoxious. He's like artsy for annoying sake. It's like,
okay, to be fair,
I drink organic something. It's supposed to help the energy. It's just like, shut up and drink Mountain Dew.
It's organic, germ therapy, and it's good for your gut health, man.
Ugh.
I love
it's like the most obnoxious hipster you'll ever meet in your life.
Your colon,
that's Jared Leto for me.
Your colon will thank you.
I think the Joker, like the Suicide Squad, ruined Jared Leto for me. Ruined it.
What about
because he was so obnoxious, throwing dead pigs everywhere and
that's one we gotta talk about.
Sending used condoms.
I was gonna save it. But I guess we could just talk about the Jared Leto.
I guess we are talking about him, but this is where it goes haywire, and you realize that
I don't know how much of this is true. Though,
stupid about it
is the problem. Yeah, I mean, everyone heard about the weird things Jared Leto was doing. He was being the Joker all the time. Essentially, he was pulling a Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't have this one specifically.
I didn't know. I didn't think we were going to talk about this one, but now
why
we talk
would
about
we
it.
not? It's the most well-known. I feel like it's the most well-known one recently. Jared.
I just think he's super obnoxious, and this just proves it for me. Just look at that Joker. I think I'll be cooling down for the rest of my life. What does that mean? He stalked drug lords on Instagram. That's step one. According to David Ayer, Joker's tattoos and teeth are a tantalizing story. Tantalizing. Indeed, the clown villain is blinged out for a reason. He stalked people on the internet.
Wait, what? Okay.
He stalked famous drug lords on Instagram.
So he could see what they looked like.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. But he's not a drug lord.
Exactly. You misstepped from day one, man. What are you doing, bro? Anyway, step 14, he creeped everyone out 24/7.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah. Jared Leto took things to the next level. Scott Eastwood kept his distance for fear of disturbing Leto's focus. And Will Smith claims
that's not the reason he kept his distance.
In 6 months of nonstop filming, he never actually met Jared Leto. We never exchanged a word outside of action and cut.
They were barely in the scene anyway. What were they doing?
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
What were they doing in the scenes anyway? Just like shooting at each other and staring intently?
Just looking at each other all the time. Spent time in an actual asylum. You don't gotta do that. You can live a normal life, and then
you gotta do that.
You can. He hired his own henchmen to walk around with him.
His forehead says damage, Jesse. You gotta go to a mental asylum.
But he hired his own henchmen.
That's the worst thing for me, I think, is that damage tattoo. I mean, that may not be his choice. Maybe it was, but
to me, it's the teeth. I hate it.
I don't love the teeth look, but I get it.
It'd be cool if it was like one.
I get it.
Just like 1 or 2 teeth, but it's like a weird grill. I don't.
Well, their thought was he gets them repaired, but like not well, because Batman just punches his teeth out all the time.
Ugh.
So
he gave the cast a dead pig.
That's what they say. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is actually real. Dead pig.
His henchman that he hired plopped the pig onto a table, which implies a particular intimidating level of nonchalance. I just want them to just be like taking a nap or something, and then a henchman comes in and just throws it down.
They're at a table read, and everyone's just kind of like... Everyone's chill back, and the 2 guys just come in. Destroy the glassware and stuff or whatever.
He gave Margot Robbie a live rat.
At least it wasn't a dead rat. Is that my... Is that the new... Thanks a lot, man.
He sent bullets to Will Smith.
Yeah, that's...
Now, if I was Will Smith, I'd call the cops.
I'd be making that face. I'd be like, bruh. Nah. Bruh.
What's the one he does? He's like, Not that one.
No.
Yeah.
That's like good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't send bullets to Will Smith. Made a video message for the squad.
I wonder if that's around somewhere.
I don't think so.
I'd like to see it.
Basically, what he said was, guys, I can't be there, and I want you to know I'm doing my work as hard as I can. As you guys... Okay, what?
Hard
The
as
video,
you guys. As hard as I can.
and I was like, what? What?
I'm doing my work as hard as I can. Okay.
The video is showed in
Stop
the
ragging
character.
at me.
It blew our mind away. Minds away.
Ew. It blew our minds away.
He performed as the
not what it
Joker
is.
in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, yeah, I heard
So,
about that one. I saw a little bit
that's
of that.
dumb,
that
too.
was previous to the movie coming out.
He slept in prison. You know, you don't got to do that either. You have a bed at home. It's probably really comfy.
I doubt the...
Excuse me, Warden.
Okay.
Would you leave? Please close the door behind you. I'll stay here tonight.
I'll be staying here tonight.
I feel like he could just be making all this up.
That's what I said. I
That's
don't know
how
how much is actually
obnoxious he is.
real.
Only responds to Mr. J. Okay. Can you say, like, someone's like, Jared Leto? He's like, don't answer.
J-Lo.
Jared.
Leto.
Jared. He's just like ignoring.
Gerard.
He's like, why is he ignoring me?
Mr. Leto.
He
saying
like
it wrong?
can't say
Am I saying it
anything.
wrong? Mr. Leto.
Leto. And he's just like,
Mr. Leto. Mr. Leto.
I can just think in his
Mr.
face, like, don't answer.
Leto.
Don't answer.
Mr. J. Oh, finally. Oh, what you need, Joe? I didn't see you there, Jim.
Mr. J is heading to set. That would send chills down your spine and provoke a gut level reaction even to the best actors couldn't recreate. That's not
Why couldn't
true.
they just say the Joker is coming to set? That sounds creepier than Mr. J.
Annoying Jared Leto is coming to set. We could fire him,
The
but
pretentious. Yeah. Okay.
isolated from the cast.
Yeah. This was not a bad one.
It doesn't make sense. He didn't even
No, I
practice
think
his
it makes
lines.
sense. I mean,
You
for
learn
one,
a lot about who
this is
a
what
person
David Ayer said.
really is when you punch them in the face. Get rid of a lot of the actor stuff. Did he punch him in the face?
I hope so. That was
David
Ayer
Ayer is
talking.
a man's man. That's why. Wait, what? Okay, that's why he had the cast of Fury and Suicide Squad fist fight each other before filming.
Yeah, you gotta get some context and say.
All right,
start
bro.
reading.
That's dumb.
There were
what-
a lot about a person really.
Do you know
when
how
punch
much
him in the face.
money goes into like making a movie and then these people acting like total kids? All right, fight! Fight before we start filming. It'd be fun.
Punch him in the face.
And then someone has to come break him up. Send Playboy magazines to Killer Croc. What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, it's just sending random crap.
Yeah, but why send?
Oh yeah,
a
this is the
Playboy
weirdest
mag?
ones. It's the weirdest one, man.
Sent used condoms to his co-stars.
Condoms.
Okay, why? That's not even something the Joker would do. I'd call HR. Just saying.
It can't be. It can't be. Is it his? Someone else?
Leto's prank is stride. However, as Margot Robbie enthused, what he's doing with the character is so cool.
What he's doing with
Did
the
they use
character
those
is so
condoms
cool.
or something? Why would you say
That's
that?
what I said. Where do you get? I mean, I know where you get them, but I mean,
Okay. So when a mom
Could
and
you
a dad
explain?
love each other very much,
that's not really the exact
Well,
answer to that, but
yeah.
sure.
practice his laugh in
What
public.
kind of ad? You got lots of strange ads going on.
Wait, what ads are going
What
on?
kind of stuff you buying all the time, Jesse?
Nothing.
Scroll
Animal
back up.
Crossing?
No.
Scrolling up. What's going on?
It's not that weird. There's one there.
Trendy swimwear.
There's one over on the
D
left,
and up.
top left.
I don't. This is just ads, bro.
It's not on my computer. I'm on the same website.
You're on the same web. Let me see. What's your ads?
No.
I'm interested.
There are no ads. It's just the normal thing.
Oh, you're using Chrome though.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just using
Bro,
Safari.
I'm just joking, man. I'm not judging you. Not judges. Not judgments.
Yeah, in my
No
spare
judgments,
time,
man.
I look at discover some of the greatest and cutest bras out there. That's what I look up in my free time. Trendy swimwear, D and up. Yeah, because I need D-sized swimwear.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jared Leto's a freak, and I think that he should just stay in the desert and stop.
I think.
And I will not
just
be
ca-
excited for Morbius.
I'm interested. I think I'm more interested just for the sake of it's Jared Leto at this point. I feel like he's good on certain roles. He just goes too far when it's something like this big.
I want to see if I can find like comments that people said about this.
About Heath Ledger?
No, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto?
I think it'd be hilarious.
Well, let's move on. Okay.
All right.
Actually, let's see.
How long are we?
Let's see how long we are. How long are we? 1 hour and 1 minute. So
Nice.
good.
Okay, so which one's next then? I'll look up what people
Let's
thought about
talk
that.
about Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman in Black Swan. I didn't even notice really that she had like changed too much for this movie, but apparently she was under a lot of stress. So she shed she lost 10 kilograms, which is like 22 pounds for the role.
Wow.
And spent countless hours in
I heard she
Point,
got hurt.
which is, I think, for her, you know, when they do the little toe thing. That the little toe thing.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Don't be jealous of my ankles.
Bro,
This is hard.
there's people with foot fetishes online. Chill
It's
out.
my ankle. It's fine.
They have ankle fetishes, I bet.
Yeah, but it's few and far between.
Oh, that reminds me.
I don't want to.
something.
Don't show me anything about that. I don't want you to know.
Someone
you
made a
weirdo.
Wikipedia about feet.
Oh gosh.
It's not like
feet.
it's really weird, and they rate everybody's feet.
Oh no.
It's really funny to look into it.
I
was watching a podcast and they were like looking up everyone's feet and seeing what they were rated. It was H3. They were because he noticed that his feet were on there because someone like linked it to him on Reddit or something. Like, why are your feet on here?
Why are your feet?
But
on
it's
here?
pretty funny,
bro. Why are your feet on here?
Shaquille O'Neal has really low rated feet. They talk about like,
Are they
I wish
too
he wouldn't
big?
just like stuff his feet into like the smallest shoe ever. It's disgusting. It's like people. I don't think it's like a fetish. I think people are just like.
Is it a joke?
I don't know. It might
Can't
be.
figure it out.
Oh, it's a whole JeremyRenner.com all over again.
Well, I wonder where Jeremy Renner ranks.
Oh man. This is literally Jump the Shark. No, it literally hasn't jumped the shark.
It has not. Well, Jeremy, has it literally jumped the shark?
This app has literally jumped the shark.
I think you literally don't understand how literally is used. Okay. Yeah, so Black Swan.
Portman spent 8 hours a day in rehearsal and lost 20 pounds for her role.
So she had a dislocated rib.
That's the
while
one I heard.
filming. Moments into a lift, Portman knew that she had injured herself, but the director, Darren Aronofsky, reportedly kept her from breaking character. Yeah, I know. I'm making fun of his name. Darren Aronofsky.
That's good.
It's a joke, Jesse. Come on.
I'm not good. I only do fart jokes. I only do fart jokes around here.
No, I only do fart jokes.
It's not funny. Not funny. It's not fart jokes.
Not funny. It's not fart jokes. Not funny. So apparently, she breaks her rib during a lift or something. Dislocates her rib. Mm-hmm. How do you dislocate a rib, man?
My grandpa did that.
It's hard. It's
coughing.
Well, I assume that one went out.
Yeah.
If it's a cough, but it's supposedly Darren Aronofsky reportedly kept her from breaking character. She said Darren was like, film it, stay in character, talk in your character's voice. Gross.
Didn't Jennifer
Get
Lawrence
get in there.
Didn't
Jennifer Lawrence? Yeah.
Jennifer.
There's the
him?
perfect time to do the half speed if you're gonna do it.
This whole segment's gonna be a good one for fart sounds like it's halftime.
No, I'm not getting into this fart joke thing with you.
Didn't he marry?
She didn't marry. They were dating.
I thought they were like engaged or something, and then they did Mother, and then she like nah,
Both. They were like, I think they were.
I'm out.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd be out after that movie too.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they were. I think they were dating during that movie, and then afterwards they broke
Okay.
up. Wasn't he married though? Isn't he? Wasn't he married at the time?
That guy's a creep.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's a pervert.
She dislocates her rib from like a lift, and she's like, "Oh, Darren, I've dislocated my rib, I think." And he's over there like, he's like, "Film it, stay in character, talk in your character's voice, yeah, like that." Yeah, and he's like, I can imagine just grab the camera and like, yeah, do it like, just stay in character, the voice like that. I don't know.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
The movie was too low budget, so they didn't have a medic on set. So
Nice.
which meant she just dealt with
She
it.
died.
She died. Her injury
Rest in
remained.
peace, Natalie Portman.
Her injury remained unattended to.
I feel like you could sue somebody for that.
Darren Aronofsky, sue him.
Yeah, what a perv. Weird rib cage perv.
Yeah,
Wasn't
man.
Mother like a real creepy movie? I don't remember. I remember there was
It was
like
more
a,
disturbing than creepy.
Ugh.
It was like, it's a metaphor, Jesse.
Oh, sorry.
It's a metaphor for the earth or something,
Something.
or religion,
Anyway,
or with it for, I don't know what it was for.
let's pay our respects to Natalie Portman for a second. I'm not doing it. I gotta keep you on edge, okay?
I was like, no, I can't give a straight
We
face.
need to give our respects to these actors, though. I mean, come on. Which one's next? Who's next?
I'm afraid. Do
Who's next? I'm not touching anything.
you want to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Let's talk about him.
His Oscar-winning performance. A performance.
Should he have won for this one or a different one?
This one's as good as any.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Probably a human eating a grape. I mean,
Yeah.
I want a kid's story about a grape named Gilbert. Someone's eating. He keeps waking up and bites are
What's
taken out of
Eating
him.
Gilbert Grape? Just a kid.
He's like, he goes to bed and
Who's
like he wakes
eating?
up and there's like bites taken out of him.
There you go.
What's eating? Who's eating? What's eating Gilbert's grape?
Who is eating Gilbert Grape?
Dude, that'd be like the
horror movie.
scariest horror movie ever. You wake up and like some pieces of you are like surgically gone or like eaten off.
Ew.
Like they couldn't be eaten off because you die.
It's like
so they'd have to be like sewn
like
up.
a Looper.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Pieces missing.
But I'm saying you wake up and you can see like the stitches and stuff.
Ew.
And like at first it's like a little piece of skin that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then it's like your finger's gone and like you're like what? And then you can't go to sleep. And you're like, who's in my house? And now Jesse's eating his mic. Gosh, he's trying to kill himself. He's trying to kill himself on his mic.
I'm eating my
He
grape.
hates this idea so much. I'm eating this grape. I'm eating Gilbert.
What's a grape?
I'll just call it What's Eating Gilbert.
There you go.
Maybe a guy. Oh, short story.
What's Eating Gilbert?
What just a story? That's just a story about a guy getting eaten
Nice.
slowly.
Leonardo DiCap.
That's probably a gross idea.
Leo DiCap.
Decap. Yeah. So
Revenant.
I think he probably should have won for. What's a movie you think he should have won for besides this one? Is there another movie you're like, I think he should have won for that before?
Shutter Island was really good for him.
Yeah. I don't think that was a crazy. That's
There's
a good
no
movie.
like real movie where he like.
I was thinking Wolf of Wall Street
That's the one. That's the biggest.
because he's like
That's
the
my favorite role of
He
his. Probably
went all out on that probably, except for this one maybe. But
The Quaalude scene alone.
he's trying to open the door. He's trying to open the door with his foot or whatever. Stupid Lamborghini.
They said that this role almost killed the man.
Is that how they put it?
So it said.
This role almost
It nearly
this role
killed the
nearly
actor
killed
in
the
the
man.
process. I can name 30 to 40 sequences that were some of the most difficult things I've ever done.
Oh yeah, man.
DiCaprio had said.
To Yahoo.
Whether it's he said it to Yahoo.
He said to Yahoo Entertainment.
Nice. Yahoo has entertainment.
Not anymore.
Who has entertainment?
They try.
whether it's going in or out of a frozen river,
In and out.
going in and out of an in and out.
No, going in and out of a frozen river.
What did I say?
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think you said something different, but now that
okay.
I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, maybe he didn't. You're making me second guess myself. Okay.
Or sleeping in an animal carcass.
Carcasses. Animal
thank you.
carcasses. Multiple.
Or what I ate on set. I was enduring freezing cold and possible hypothermia constantly.
Yeah.
What a dummy.
I mean, they were literally I think they were in Canada, which I think is where the story actually takes place anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was a book based on a real character, but also I think it's been hyped up a bit. But yeah, I think they actually had a dead horse that he slept in.
Nice.
I think he actually ate the raw meat, bison meat, perhaps. I can't remember, man. It's crazy. He did some crazy stuff.
The actor remarked, "If a cat has 9 lives, I've used a few. You know what they say, Leo. You learn to take life as it comes at you, to make each day count. Here's your Oscar."
What's with the dot?
I don't know, and it's a link.
That's for everybody.
It's just a link to put, like, you click on the link and it's just him holding an Oscar. Here's your Oscar.
Let's do some quick ones. Unless you got another one.
Let's do a quick one. Chris Hemsworth and
The boat one. Is that it?
Yeah.
The Moby Dick one.
The whale movie.
Yeah, what's that one called?
Something C.
Richard.
The Hard to See.
Yes.
The Hard to See. Apparently lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
Thor star
sure.
tweeted a photo to show how much a 500 calorie a day. Oh, that's not much.
No.
Diet changed his appearance. He basically ate 500 calories a day.
Yeah, and that's after Thor and stuff where he's been bulky.
Yeah.
Big guy.
To be
lost
what
a
it was
lot.
like on the sea.
Yeah. You want to talk about Mr. Tom Cruise?
I love Tom Cruise.
Mr. Tom Cruise?
Is that racist?
I don't know. It's
fine.
I say it because there was a Guillermo
Mr. Tom Cruise?
Mr. Tom Cruise.
I love that. Oh, yeah. That was a good
when
one.
Valkyrie was coming out and he was on the red carpet, and you know how they send Guillermo out?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel sends Guillermo, his security guard, out. Yeah, right. And he like interviews people. Anyway, he was like talking to Tom Cruise, and he kept calling him Mr. Tom Cruise.
Let's talk about Tom Cruise.
And he was like, he's like, Valkyrie, and he's like, it's pronounced Valkyrie. It's pronounced Valkyrie.
What movie?
And he's like, Valkyrie. And he's like, Valkyrie. He's like, Valkyrie. It's stupid.
What
but
movie did he get in character for? This will probably be our last one.
Mission Impossible. That's the female version.
Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise.
Then why is this gonna be the last one? You got something else to talk about?
No, just gonna make it. This is a little bit shorter of an
You think
episode,
people got something better to do during a crisis?
Probably not. I don't know. I can't think of any other ones really.
And that's why I said just a couple fast ones. Anyway, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. You know when he goes underwater to get he puts the little chips into the weird underwater coolant
it's like a
thing.
super cooled.
Yes.
Thing.
Well, he trained with a professional diver for weeks to learn to hold his breath for like 6.5 minutes, which is crazy.
I feel
for
like
this underwater scene without cuts, man.
I feel like you couldn't do that if you're like moving that much, though. Is the problem?
If you're using a lot of energy, you
probably couldn't.
That's for show.
Faux show.
Yeah. So, you got another one?
I'm just looking. Margot Robbie for Tanya.
Yeah.
She basically just trained a bunch. 5 months, 5 days a week, 4 hours a day in the ice rink. She did.
For that kind of thing,
she
you
did get a
have to.
herniated disc in
I
her
love
neck.
those. Herniated discs.
Training. So, good job. Moment of silence. All right, next.
Herniated disc. Whoever that is. I don't even know who that is. So.
What a great actor, herniated disc.
Probably here at Stunt Double or something.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
It's the best joke. This is the best joke in this whole episode.
Robert Pattinson for Good Time.
Oh, yeah. The Good Time.
while working. He worked at a car wash. Good job.
Good job.
He wanted to feel as like
he lived in like a basement of an apartment.
He wanted to
just
like
like
feel
his
like
character,
like down in the dumps thief.
He kept the curtains closed for 2 months. For 2 months. He jokingly said that he may have mercury poisoning because he ate cans of tuna during that time. So many cans of tuna. There you go. There you go. Rob Pat. Brad Pitt and Edward Norton learned how to make soap. Real soap for Fight Club. He said they probably spent more time making soap from professional soap maker than they did training to fight. So there you go. It's called Fight Club, but maybe it should be called Soap Club. There's the best joke. I've made the best joke. I'm calling it right now. The best joke of this whole podcast.
I liked your other one, the
herniated disc.
I'm gonna sound.
Who's that?
Stunt double or something.
Herniated disc? Who's that? Was that some kind of award she got? She got a herniated disc.
Herniated disc.
I've never heard of that one.
What else we got? Adrian Brody. He broke up with his girlfriend. And
that's right.
Gave up his apartment,
he
sold his
like
car, disconnected the phone, and left his girlfriend. Took 2 bags and my keyboard and moved to Europe. So you don't gotta do that.
Oh man, I really want to talk about. I wish I should have just made a whole episode on Nicolas Cage and like all his very strange things. Maybe we should just do a podcast called the Nicolas Cage Podcast.
Let's do an episode. Let's call it the Nicolas Cage episode. We have to talk about all kinds of Nicolas Cage.
Just say everything. Well, anyway,
we just take an actor and let's just talk about things the actor does. Next week is Nicolas Cage. Bees.
No, next week is not Nicolas Cage.
What's next week?
I'm thinking it's the pandemic movies. Speaking of to keep your mind off pandemics.
That's like the worst thing to watch during a pandemic.
But some people are like sadists though, or like
I'm not.
Not sadists.
I'm not gonna watch any of these.
People like to be like put in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's during this time. I feel like I need to watch these. Like, so one would be what's that 2011
We
one?
could talk about this later.
Well, anyway, that's my idea for next week. Maybe like pick out 3 that we'll talk about. We'll watch them this week.
Can we do Nicolas Cage?
We will do Nicolas Cage.
I want to talk about Nicolas Cage and how he owes a lot of money to the IRS.
He's not good with his money, that's for sure. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, to get into the character of Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage sewed a small sarcophagus into his jacket as a power object, in quotes.
He sewed it into his pocket?
Yeah, like into like the lining.
Oh,
into his jacket.
Okay.
I said pocket, but I meant jacket lining. It was a greenish antique from an ancient pyramid that looked like King Tut.
Wow.
Having it next to him when the director said action tricked his imagination so he could believe in what he was about to do. So he says.
Nice.
But he's like his idea is just like to be super crazy, and that's like his acting method.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's the only one that I think it's okay to be obnoxious about that stuff.
So this one kind of breaks the whole thing for Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, that's only the last one, I guess.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things you can talk about Daniel Day-Lewis. He became a shoemaker, which I can't think what we call that. I mean, it's just shoemaker. Like a shoemaker for a certain amount of time. You know, he does all these crazy stuff. Apparently, Sally Field and Daniel Day-Lewis prepared for their roles in Lincoln by frequently texting each other in character months before filming.
Nice.
But maybe that doesn't count because he's not actually filming.
Yeah.
And so but he said in character, so I was like, but he's using a cell phone. He wouldn't do that. I think he once got pneumonia because he would only wear the jackets and clothing that they had in like, the 1700s. So there you go. Maybe that was last of the Hokies. I don't know.
Is that it?
Crazy stuff. I'm looking. Oh, Ashton Kutcher, great. Okay.
Oh, great. Taxi driver Robert De Niro reportedly worked 12-hour cabbie shifts for a month to prepare for this iconic role. Legend has it he's doing it to this day. No. Legend has it the actor would put up
That's a
passengers.
good one. No, that's a good one.
The actor would pick up passengers while on filming breaks in New York City.
Interesting. I think that'd be easier to do in that kind of character because you could talk like this, you know.
Hey,
like,
we can put pizza.
I'm from around here anyway, you know. Where you going? You going up the West Village? Okay. It's probably not real place.
Pizza time. I want to go to New York just to like talk, you know. I just want to go and listen.
I just want to go just to talk.
I do. I just want to hear people talk.
Wow, why don't you listen more, Jesse, instead of just talking?
I just want to hear you talk about
Why
pizza.
do you talk about pizza? Pizza.
Because I can get pizza here, but I can't get the experience.
Deep. Yeah. There you go.
New York pizza sounds way better than Chicago.
That's the
It's
thin.
Like, it's like thinner. It's a little floppy.
the thinner, yeah. Like
Deep dish it's heavy.
it's heavy, man.
It's heavy on you. But like, apparently, why New York City pizza tastes
I don't like anything
different?
that's
It's
heavy on
because
me.
the water. New York City water makes the pizzas taste different.
Yeah.
So,
Sewage backup.
probably. So you get a little sewage and you sprinkle a little sewage in there.
Gotcha, New York. Jeez, what an episode! Oh man, you might have had the best joke there. No,
What?
not the best joke. What was the? You just said it.
About Taxi Driver?
Yeah. Well,
Said-
it's the best fake fact. Can you spot the fake fact in this episode?
What was it?
He's
said,
doing it to this day.
Legend has it. He's doing it to this day.
Legend has it. He'd pick up
Nope.
drivers in between. He'd pick up drivers.
Yeah.
He drove taxi for Taxi Driver, and he's doing it to this day. To this day, you can find him in a ghost cab. It's like that old rundown, old version of it.
I think people are. I think.
Look, there's more than we've mentioned. Maybe we'll come back to this. Maybe
this is
we'll
fun.
revisit
There's
it.
probably way
Oh,
more,
gosh.
but we're done for today.
Yeah, that's it for now. That's all the big ones, really, right? You got your Daniel Day-Lewis's. I mean, we could probably talk more
Got
about
your
him.
Christian Bales.
Got your Christian
you got
Bales.
Your Shia LaBeoufs.
Your Boofs. You got
got
your
your beef
Latos. You got your Mr. J's. I mean, sorry, Mr.
You got your.
Sorry.
You got your beefs. You got your ports. You got your brodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
pretty
was
good. There's a couple more, but I'm
I
done.
will
I'm
just
done.
name
I'm done.
another one. It was just made me think of can't think of what though. Real quick. Oh, it's gonna be great. Once I
is
find
epic.
it, it's gonna be awesome. Here we go. Looking for it. Scrolling. I can't remember now. Don't do this. I can't do it under pressure. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
Oh man, the soundboard's never been more fun.
Man. It's only one sound effect too.
This one sound is just I should have just saved the time and got a fart soundboard and then we would have been done. Anyway.
Huh?
Are we done?
Yeah, I was trying to find the one.
Kobe. Is Kobe insensitive now? Saying Kobe before you throw something.
I never did it.
You know how people do that? They'll be like, Kobe. Is that insensitive? I mean, I
you're-
feel like
if
it's a term of endearment.
if
Like,
you're
it's
white.
perfect. Like,
What if you
Kobe,
miss?
You know what's going in. You have to make it.
If you miss,
If you miss, you get
you
beat
get
up.
sued. You get sued and beat up.
You get canceled.
Oh, no.
It's like Me Too, but like so dangerous. You're living on the edge. Like you're like, Kobe, please make it.
I was trying to think of the one from Titanic.
Kate
Winslet when she was trying to get the role because she was basically nobody at that point.
She's
Nobody. I mean, she as an actress.
crashed
as far
her
as I know.
boat on purpose.
She said she broke James Cameron's boat right in half. And she's like, "See, I'd be
submarine.
great."
His submarine.
Submarine broke in half. I did it. Look what I did. I don't know. She like wrote him a letter as Rose or something. I can't remember what it was. now.
I just thought of something dumb, but I'm not gonna say it. Nothing. I can't.
Did
I
he
was gonna
draw
say
her
a-
like one of his French
no,
girls?
I was gonna
Is that
say
what she
another
was
Me
saying?
Too movement is that she broke his submarine in You know what I'm saying?
I
was like, should I say anything?
I mean,
oh!
you're supposed to hit the button.
Got coffee on me.
Sorry, man. Everything's falling apart.
We were having a great show.
Oh, it's like blood. But it's brown. Oh, it looks like the water from New York. Oh, it's nasty. The poop water from New York. Ew. Live from New York. Okay, I'll clean that up later. I'm gonna put just gonna hide that right in there. It's biodegradable. It's fine.
Sure, it's a fake plant.
It's right here.
Okay.
You're not a fake plant.
Fake.
This plant has clearly had some work done. Okay.
I think we should
Plastic.
We should probably end while we're ahead. Maybe.
Are we ahead? We just lost.
This has been
I think we just
my
lost it.
Well,
sorry about your table and my coffee.
What's wrong with the table's fine?
Sorry about your arm.
No, it just got a little bit more. It's like there was like nothing.
I wish it was really hot.
There was like nothing that came out really.
It kind of just dropped up.
So
do you want to do questions or talk about anything?
I'm gonna
else?
save the questions. I think because we might run out of things to do. Maybe we can do a Q&A.
Well, we do have like movies and things that are still coming out, being released.
You want me to look up questions then?
I can do one question. I feel like we have a lot of questions backed up that we never actually answered.
No, we did like every
That probably
question on the 100th.
All right, maybe we did, but that was a separate thing because you even added in Reddit. Oh gosh. Well, you can throw in. Yeah. So. Oh gosh. Yeah, we need to cut out this bottom thing.
Kai's like, just cut leg holes. I was like, that's gonna be weird.
I just want the holes, and you stick your legs through. You stick your legs through. I do want to do the pandemic movies.
Oh, you do?
I do.
See, I don't. I'm
Too
scared.
bad. But I think you can throw in like zombie things. But I don't know if I want to go full on zombie because I'm contemplating World War Z because that's kind of like that.
Gotcha.
But not exactly. Anyway, so Contagion is the main one I'm thinking of. That was the 2011 one.
Yes.
It's pretty good. It has a good cast.
Yes.
That's probably the one that's closest to what's going on.
Yes.
Maybe not as bad as what's going on. Or, I mean, worse than what's going on so far. Another one I was thinking about is 28 Days Later. Have you seen that one?
I don't think so.
Cillian Murphy.
Yes, then I have not seen
That's like
that.
one of his early. That's like his first. That's breakout role.
Then I have
It's a
not
breakout
seen
role.
that.
So that one's one I'm thinking of, and I need one more, and I don't really know what. Could be World War Z, could be another one. I don't know. If anyone out there has a care, you can put them down in the comments, or you can send it to us on the Google, Gmail rather,
Gmail. Yeah, I got
Facebook message,
I got one question.
or you can leave us a little voice message.
from
Whatever.
Patsy.
Patsy.
What's your favorite
Patsy.
DreamWorks movie?
Oh, there's so many DreamWorks movies.
Shrek 2.
That's a really good one, actually. If you're being sarcastic, you should have went 3 or 4. I was half waiting for a little fart noise, but I think we're overusing it. We gotta pull back.
DreamWorks doesn't have that many good movies.
Road to El Dorado.
I do love
comes to
the
my mind.
first Madagascar. It's pretty good.
That's all right.
Do you remember Move It, Move It?
I like to move it.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon.
Let's go on.
Shrek 2.
Those movies have
How to
been
Train Your
consistently
Dragon.
good.
Oh, I got it. It's
I don't
Megamind. Megamind is the best DreamWorks movie.
That's an underrated one too. Like
Megamind
that didn't make money. Like
Megamind.
Like,
are you sure
do
it's not
better.
Puss in Boots?
I don't want animated. I just want all DreamWorks films.
Oh, do you remember Spirit?
Yeah, that was not great.
B movie. B movie wins.
The B movie.
I think okay. So there was a time when
It can't
when this
win.
came
It's
out.
literally the B
2007.
movie. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That's like a DVD that we got for Christmas, and I think we've watched the most on road trips.
The B movie.
The B movie. I could probably watch it and like quote half of that movie. And then it just became a meme recently, which
if
just
you
makes me remember.
explain that movie to somebody,
It's ridiculous.
it doesn't make any sense.
I remember.
Explain the B movie to me, Jesse. And just like if I had never seen the B movie, or if I was like from another time.
Okay, so a B.
Yes. All right.
I'm trying to remember. The plot of this movie is all over the place.
A B.
I just remember that he like
A bee doesn't want to be a bee.
He wants to
be out of the beehive.
Yes. But he
he wants more for himself as a bee.
The weird mesh between like people and bees in this movie is hilarious.
So
I just remember John Goodman is like a fat
he's the stereotypical Southern lawyer.
Yeah. And
he's overweight. He's got the accent. He's got the white suit.
Yeah.
He's got the jerk.
My favorite scene though is when they win the lawsuit and then they're like, all right, we're confiscating honey from all these people, and they like shoot Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and take the honey from him. I'm like, whoa.
I mean, Winnie the Pooh maybe.
There's like
a
sniper's like,
too?
take him out. I'm
Winnie
like,
the Pooh and Piglet too.
I
remember. No, they don't kill them. They shoot them with
tranquilize
tranquilizers because killing them would be too much. That's like a thing. That's like that feud between Disney and because the Disney guy, I can't think of his name, left the main DreamWorks animation guy left Disney because he was angry with them and went kind of stole some of their ideas.
The first Shrek it's a shot at like Disney and like fairy tales and stuff.
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, you got a lot of that stuff.
That's why I love that movie.
He huffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, no one else can watch this.
That's fine. I'll put it on the screen.
Whoa. Copyrights.
Take him out.
That was aimed at his pot, anyway.
Have a little nausea for a few hours, then it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, it was just poo, yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
nausea for a couple hours. They put that in there so they didn't think they killed him.
Well, it was a dart, so, probably did, though. It's probably too much for his little body. That's probably for like a full-size grizzly. Never woke up.
Thanks for the question.
We didn't answer it. I was trying to figure out because I'm
probably
Megamind
for me.
I'm not talking about animated. Did they say animated specifically?
No.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Flushed Away.
Flushed Away. Chicken Run.
That's a good one. Chicken Run's good too.
I'm glad you like.
I do.
Over that. Prince of Egypt was a good one. Road to El Dorado, I mentioned that one. That's a good one.
Man,
Shark Tale.
Ugh.
Great. Monsters and Aliens. I had a soft spot for that one. Monsters vs. Aliens. Ants. Oh, the original one. Sinbad wasn't bad. Sinbad?
It's probably Boss Baby, I guess. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and pick. Yeah,
Chicken Run. But don't forget about all the DreamWorks like Spielberg and stuff.
What?
Like Saving Private Ryan.
That's DreamWorks?
Yeah, man. Like that one.
Okay, well, let's do animated first. What's your favorite animated?
That one, Catch Me If You Can.
Non-animated.
I know.
Oh, we're doing animated first, I mean.
Gosh. Well, yeah. I already told some of those. Megamind's a really good one. Maybe Road to El Dorado. Oh, DreamWorks Pictures Films. That's what we're going to call it.
Okay. Here's the movies that
Mouse
they
Hunt.
produced.
That's so good.
Here's a list of movies that they produced that are non-animated.
Yeah. Mouse Hunt. Deep Impact. Small
American
Soldiers.
Beauty?
You remember Small Soldiers, man?
I do.
That's a good one. I have to watch that one. Saving Private Ryan. Ants. American Beauty. Galaxy Quest. Ooh. That's kind of having a bigger
Deep
resurgence.
Impact.
I've seen a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, I've said that already.
I know. That's the one that keeps popping up.
Gladiator. They really have
Galaxy Quest.
You're behind. I keep saying all these things.
Where are you at?
I'm at Gladiator. 2000. May 5th.
A Gladiator. Castaway.
Yes. The Mexican.
AI.
It's all right. Yeah.
AI. Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. Time Machine. Ooh.
What's the last castle? I don't know. Oh, whoa.
Road to Perdition. Minority Report. The Ring. Tuxedo. Could skip that one.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah. Catch Me If You Can.
Euro Trip.
That sounds familiar.
It's like a rom-com.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to just picture
The Terminal. Anchorman. The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Collateral. Surviving
Red Eye.
Christmas.
That's a good one.
Meet the Fockers.
War of the Worlds.
Oh, The Island. They did The Island?
Yeah.
That's
Island.
a good movie.
Yeah, I think it's well. The There's another.
Munich.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name. The director.
Munich.
No, it's not his name. But you mean
Munich.
yes. I can't think of his name. Oh well.
Michael Bay. Oh, the series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, Disturbia.
All right.
She's the man. Flags of Our Fathers.
We're just listing movies now. My favorite animated.
B movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick B movie just because it's a meme.
I said Megamind or El Dorado or Chicken Run.
I'll do Chicken Run.
One of those three.
I'm gonna
Those
do
are top
Chicken
ones.
Run, and then I'm gonna do Saving Private Ryan.
I really like Mouse Hunt. That's a great
Mouse Hunt's
underrated
good.
movie. That's such a good movie. I have to watch that again actually. Go watch Mouse Hunt if you haven't seen it.
Is that it? That's the show.
I don't know. Is it the show?
That's the show.
I didn't. Are you calling it?
Sure. Kylie wants us to go downstairs and taste the bread she made. She just texted me. She's like, "Come try this bread! Oh my gosh!"
Well, she didn't say we. She said you.
we. She wants you to come down.
She
and
could.
try
The
it.
dog is probably up here too. So.
Oh, she
I'll try bread. I'm just saying. I'm just
She
messing with
wants you
you.
to try bread.
Anything else? What you gonna be checking out, or what have you checked out?
Well, I'm caught up on the Clone Wars.
Good. That's good. It's good to
Good
be caught
stuff.
up on things that are like about Star Wars and the thing you care about.
You should watch it. They're so short.
I
The
know.
episodes are. I'm like,
I just forget about them.
I just blinked and it was over.
I was just letting them stack up. Well, that's one reason I was like, I'll wait a little bit because that's just done so fast.
I think it's
But
5 episodes, so you could probably make a good.
I can get through it. How many are there supposed to be? 20?
12.
That's
I think.
it?
So you got the Bad Batch arc is over. You got Ahsoka's arc and Obi-Wan and Anakin's arc. That's all going to
Leading
happen within the
into-
next.
Yeah. But then it's got to go back to Ahsoka after.
Yes. So I'm not
Okay.
going to spoil anything, but the
Thanks.
description for the future episodes got leaked, and I can't. If I say the description is kind of going to spoil something, so I'm going to wait.
I'll just go read them.
I'm going to wait.
It's fine.
That's the
I'll be spoiled when I watch them anyway.
Well, what are you watching this week?
Um,
The Clone Wars.
well, hopefully the movies that have been coming out.
The Clone Wars. Invisible Man.
Yes. I'm interested in The Hunt because
The Invisible Man.
I've heard it's actually really good. Pretty interesting. Fun, whatever you want to call it.
The Invisible Man.
Yes. I'm going to watch Emma tonight with Kirsten.
Wow.
It actually looks pretty good.
Nice.
I'm interested.
Let me know how it is next week.
It just depends on the production. So,
Let
but
me-
yes.
Production.
Yeah. So, like, if it's kind of a cheapy, not cheapy, but if it's a
Oh.
BBC made, I'm kind of like, ugh. 3 hours per episode of 6 episodes. Ugh.
Kill me.
There's some good ones. I'm not. If you're that kind of person, you're really into
I
those,
can't
then
sit
that's
for
cool,
3
but
hours that long to watch one episode of something and be like,
You can do it.
what's next?
I'm just kidding. I'm not that long, but you know what I mean. They're that kind of show.
Yeah.
I finished The Outsider,
Still
which
haven't
is
watched
something
it.
you need to
I haven't
watch.
watched it.
You must watch it. It's better now.
I'll watch it when you watch the Clone Wars.
You shut your face.
What's it on?
HBO.
Okay, then I'll watch it.
But I bet it's better than the Clone Wars.
Bologna.
Hot take. Here's my hot take for this. The Outsider is better than the Clone Wars. Yeah.
Even for a Star Wars fan?
I don't know.
I mean,
Probably a young Star Wars fan, no, but maybe an older
I'm
one.
enjoying the heck out of this new
Look,
season.
you
bro.
watch this first episode of The Outsider, you're hooked, man.
I'll watch it.
I got hooked. I was like, oh my gosh.
I'll watch it.
It's better to. It is better to watch them when you don't have to wait. Because I watched like so many of them. They had like 5 out when I started watching or so, 5 or 4, and I was like,
Ben Mendelsohn.
and it kind of slows you.
Horror.
It slows down in the middle, and so if I was able to keep watching them more and all the way through the end, I think it would have been a better like. As bigger like, wow, this is a good way to end. But as it was, it kind of had to slow down, and I watched it
It looks cool.
broken up, and I'm like, but yeah, I'm gonna start checking out. Maybe I'll talk about this more in like vlog stuff, but I read the Outsider book, so maybe I'll talk a little bit about that and the differences between them. But also, this is also a sequel to his trilogy of books, the Bill Hodges trilogy of books, which starts with Mr. Mercedes, which is also a show. The character comes from that one into the Outsider. The character of Holly Gibney. But anyway, that's just an aside. But also, I really want to check out Servant from the Apple podcast because apparently it's amazing with Toby Kebbell. And M. Night Shyamalan is producing, and he directed
the podcast.
2 episodes. No, sorry, Apple TV.
Oh, you said podcast.
I probably did.
What?
I apologize.
I'll watch it.
Apple TV, and they have this. I didn't care about anything else. They had the one called the Morning Show and like a couple other things. I was like, but there's this one because it's like a horror. It's like something. It's like about a woman or family who lose their child very young, and so the wife can't cope with it mentally, and so their therapist gives them like this like coping child. I don't know. It's not. That's not the word. But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like the
I've
fake
seen
doll
the trailer stuff for that.
and then they hire this nanny to like take care of it for the wife's sake or whatever. Whatever. And she's putting like these weird like woven crosses above the thing, and it's like, is it supernatural? Is it not? Is it mystery? It's also got Rupert Grint in it, which is really weird. If you know who Rupert Grint, he played Ron Weasley.
Oh, then I do know. He has a similar bad name in the show as he does in real life.
Ron Weasley. But yeah, but he's interesting because he still looks like he's really young to me. Maybe it's just because I watched him when he was young. I don't know, but anyway.
That's
There
the
you
show.
go.
Stay safe. Stay home if you are sick, and we will be back next week to talk about pandemic movies, most likely, if the world hasn't ended by then.
Well, that's the time to talk about the pandemic films, isn't it?
Hopefully, I have a feeling.
What's the film
This
to
thing's
watch at
getting-
the end of the world?
I'm kind of worried about this thing, but I think people need to.
I mean,
We'll see.
it's better to overreact,
And to
I think,
underreact.
than to be like, probably nothing.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, at least you've taken more precautions than you think you might have. But I'm not really worried about it.
I'm not yet, but I will probably.
Yeah, I mean, if
soon.
things get bad, then whatever. But
If you're someone like
I will
me
deal
who
with it.
has crazy anxiety, this is gonna be a long couple weeks.
don't worry about it, man. You get to be at home.
Maybe
a lot.
I might not be able to.
It's half nice for like introverts because
That's
I'm
all I
I'm
wanna
in
do to stay
between.
home.
I'm in between introvert and I shift between the two because sometimes I'm like I want to get out and do
the
stuff with
thing
friends.
that's so scary is
But the other one, I'm like,
there's people that can't take off work, and that's
Yeah, I mean,
scary.
I think you're better off having work right now than not having work.
Yeah,
because there's a
agreed.
lot of people who want to have a job who are not able to work now. Because
Yeah.
for you know why.
Yeah.
You know why.
Corona.
I-
Goodbye.
Corona.
Any last words?
Oh, don't say it like that, man.
No, any last words for the show? I meant not like that.
No.
Goodbye.
Final thought. What's a good way to end it? Sorry, I threw you off.
Get
Forget it.
your loved ones and
Don't say that.
and
Hold your
just
loved ones close.
Tell them like, hey.
Final last words.
No, just chill at home and watch some movies or something.
Yeah.
Just don't go out. That's
Watch
simple.
a movie. Get some popcorn. If there's any left in the store.
All right, we're getting grim now. Hey, man, there's always good things.
Look,
in
shipments
life.
are coming.
Yeah, there's things in life to be thankful for.
As Harvey Dent would say, things are always darkest before the dawn, my friends.
Goodbye, guys. See you next week.